all stood like a million miles away. It's like, come on in.
Camera might go as if we're coming closer.
For those that aren't aware, the cameras are now rolling, so they are recording for the session.
Forget me toes that.
So, I know we've just done a little bit of a warm-up there. We're going to progress that in a second, but as I said at the beginning, I'm just going to state it for the camera. This is a session where we're going to be concentrating on retaining the possession under pressure. It's going to progress from here where we are now and make the boxes a little bit bigger. We're going to still work on those same principles, and we'll go at that for the next sort of 5-10 minutes with a little bit of progression, and we'll keep talking through that. And then the next exercise, we're going to be over there where you can see one goal already, and there's a second pitch being set up as well. So going into this, we're doing the kabaddi again. What are the principles we're going to work on to start with? Someone volunteer for me with some information.
Yeah, you can.
Okay. How?
Not just all cramp it together, try and make it this big and utilise the space we've got.
Okay. From a defensive perspective, what are we going to do?
Close them down early.
Yeah.
Close them down first one. It's a hard job when you're on your own.
Yeah.
Start panicking them when you're on your own.
Yeah. Yeah. What's the other key thing when we're in possession that we need to make sure we're doing?
Looking up.
Sorry?
Looking up.
That's a good one.
Posting.
What about the speed of pass?
Oh yeah, good ball pace.
Ball pace. So if we break off back into those groups that we're in, we've got a group over here and a group over there. If we go back into that, we go at that for the next 5 minutes, concentrating on those 3 principles. So it's the movement, it's the intensity that we put in when we're defending, and then the ball pace when we're in possession as well. Yeah?
Are we making the boxes bigger?
I was going to say, just add a couple of metres extra in the boxes now. Let's make it a little bit harder for you. I was going to say, do you want to join in with the non-pitch on this side? Is that right? Put your gum shield in for me though, will you, mate?
We have another bid.
I haven't got another player to give you. We'll say, non-bibs on this side. Do you want to just rotate one of you in and out of the exercise each time because you've got 5 now? Yeah, is that all right? Balance the ball there. Yeah. Luca, play it, come on. 4, 5, extra player in. Work together. Playing, 2 hands, 1, 2 hands. Going, extra player. Stop tight now. Yeah, come on. Yeah, come on. Oh. Non-bibs ball. Double jump.
You'll give him that one. Yeah, I'll give him that.
Bibs ball, non-bibs ball, sorry. Non-bibs ball. Yeah. Extra bit, non-bib in. Yeah. Bib ball.
Come out there, come out.
Line.
Non-bibs.
Yeah, I've got no
Ball.
Head up. One is.
Let's go pause it there for a sec. Do we think we're making the pitch as big as we possibly can be when we're in possession?
No.
Why do we think that is?
It's all good. Just static.
One at a time.
Static.
It is. So it's actually on the turnover where it breaks down a little bit. So you've got 2 or 3 defenders into the opposing half, and you win the ball back, and then it's slow to get back in and spread the pitch quickly. So I think it's that intensity in the transition that we've got to work on a little bit more. Happy for it to start with I think it's a bibs ball, isn't it? Yeah, bibs ball on this side. Let's just work on that intensity when we're transitioning to get into space. Non-bibs.
Ball pace. Ball pace.
There you go. Big ball. Ball. 5. On big ball. Yep. Big ball. Keep going, keep going. Big ball. No, it keeps going until. Yeah, come back in. Nice. Extra one. That's it. Right, I'm just going to stop it there for a sec. What do you think we're doing well?
Movement.
Movement's pretty good, yeah.
Using pitch a bit more on this one.
Sorry?
We're using pitch a bit more now, it's a bit bigger. Bizarre.
Yeah. Now it's bigger, you use it more
Yeah,
on
use
the
it
pitch.
more, yeah.
Yeah. Ball speed's pretty good, to be fair. What do we think we could potentially improve on?
Accuracy.
What do you mean by accuracy?
Looking up
Passing it back.
see your players.
So which side of the players? Strong side. There was a couple of times on this time that we passed it to the weak side as the player's making the move and it's straight off the pitch and it's ball turnover and off we go again. Key about this is obviously retaining the possession as best as we can. So that's obviously with the movement and it's about the posting up and it's about making sure that pass is in the right place. So the other thing I'm just going to say, when the ball does transfer from one pitch to the other, when you're going into possession of the ball, what do you think we can do better in that instance? You've said it once already. It's good on this side.
Make it bigger again.
Yeah. We get a bit close to each other. There's always 2 or 3 players in the same kind of space within sort of 3 or 4 metres. As soon as you get to win the ball back, it's about making that pitch as big as you can as quickly as possible. And then obviously when you go into the defensive side, try and make it as small as possible and obviously put as much pressure on as quickly as you can. Yeah? You got that? Yeah. We can go into that for another few more minutes.
Yeah.
Non-bit ball. Right in the knee. Non-bit ball. There we go. Well, let's make that pitch bigger as we can, yeah? See it? Nice turnover. Big ball. Last 2 minutes of this. We got a better ball. There's one here.
Yeah.
Use this one if you want. It's a better ball. Go on, you're out balls. We'll call it there. Come on in.
It's like working off polar opposites. It's like when we have it and not have it.
Yeah. JB's got it. How do we think that went?
Nah.
Nah. Any more descriptive?
At times it was good. Like when we had the ball, everyone like kind of knew the assignment. Like you're like moving off your high ball pace and stuff. But then when we lost it, you're going from wanting to make the pitch as big as possible to trying to make it as small as possible. And there were times where we'd just watch them build the short passes up, and that's the exact point where we want to go, right, let's go win the ball. And you could step 2-3 players on because they're playing in such a small area.
So the intensity was lacking in the turnover.
It was that and identifying when we step on and press. Like if someone's got the head up with options around, you don't really want to step in because you don't know where your man's going to go. Okay. But if everything's in front of you, like that's when you can step on and really go for it because you know that ball can't go anywhere else.
Okay, we're going to move over to the pitches behind me now, but I want you to continue thinking of those principles. We can stay in the 8s that we were in or the 9 that's on this side, and I'll explain what we're going to do over here. So if we head this way, we'll start on this pitch on this side on the block. We've got a couple of cones for goals.
How many cameras do you need? One for you. And just one for everyone. Did you? No, I mean, you were freaky from Preston, isn't it? Where do you live?
Right, so this exercise is it's still 4-on-4 as we were doing before, but there's going to be an end zone. So the rules of scoring a goal in this, Sean's just pointing us a goal on that side. The only way you can score a goal is through a pass into the deflection to the end zone. So on this side, it's inside the white cone, and on that side, it's inside that second red cone will be the end zone. One player has to stay in the end zone at all times. The other 3 are playing a 3-on-3 in the middle of the pitch. Everybody get that? Yeah. Any questions? Right. Taking what we've got from over there, bringing it onto this pitch. What's even more important now, the pitch is bigger.
The movement and work rate.
The movement and the work rate. Yeah. So we're going to bring those principles there. We're going to do that for a few minutes. We've got a pitch here and we've got a pitch just over there as well. So the 8 that were on that side can start here and the 8 that are on that side can go over here. So, in fact we're missing a couple of cones, I'll just grab a couple of cones, but we'll head over there and we'll start on here. Any questions before we start?
Now we're good.
Nope.
Wonderful, let's get going then. I'm just going to grab,
The one man.
do us a favour, you grab us
Yeah.
so 4 cones from over there.
15 minutes gone.
15 minutes gone. Inside, we're going to be further this way. We're on the other side.
Which one's going to goal?
No. Sorry?
Trying to get to one. Oh, do you
Trying
pass
to-
it to the man on the
On this side, we're just getting 4 cones to create the goals. Really.
We have goals instead.
Oh no, you've got goals, so the idea is obviously to get into the end zone. You can defend into the end zone, yeah? But you can't stand in the end zone with that attacking player, yeah?
So, did you just say you can defend it?
You can't step in it and stay in it, but you can, when the ball goes into that zone, you can step in to defend. Ah, cheers, Si.
So it's between.
Yeah, I'm going to put the cone down to create the end zone now. Yeah.
So there's one player. And then one attack.
3v3 in the middle. So your end zone on this side is the blue cone and the yellow
And
cone.
no
on that
attacker
side.
team.
3v3, the attacker can join, but you can't stand in there.
Alright.
Yeah? We've not brought balls with us.
No, I've got it.
Paul, fingers that ball with you. Cheers.
Where's the end zone up to on this one?
The blue code.
Yeah.
So, people in the end, do they have to stay like on this cone?
One player has to. No, not on the
Yeah.
cone, in the end
Between
zone.
there.
Yeah.
Right, we go there.
There has to be one attacker in the end zone at all times. Doesn't mean it has to be the same attacker.
Yeah.
Play it.
Strong, great head up.
Play it.
You need one player in the end zone. No.
Is it only one person?
It's only one player in the end zone, so it's a pink ball now.
Yeah, there can only be one in it.
No, it's one attacker all the time.
Wait, so what's like getting in the end zone last ball?
Yeah. Come big ball. Was that off or in? Cheers, Sean.
Be really loud on what you want in the next
Oh, unlucky.
Yeah, we've got lots of goals.
Sorry?
We've got lots of goals.
Pink ball. Come big ball. There we go. I'm just going to pause it there a sec. Quick question. What did I say was the beginning part of this session? What was the theme? No, the theme of the session.
Having the ball in pressure.
So what have we all of a sudden done when there's 2 goals on a pitch? Sorry?
Driven through players.
A little bit. That's it. We've gone to all of a sudden, because there's a goal on the pitch, attack. We've got to get the ball into that end zone and into that goal as quick as we possibly can.
That forward needs to be making
Does?
them lateral ones. And
Yeah.
if you don't want to go direct to goal, then you should be going like legging it across there to give that option, and then we can come back round and maintain the ball more. If not, then we're playing 4-on-3 the whole time.
So what do we need to do then when we've now got the ball that we said was the theme of the session at the beginning and what we were doing over there? Sorry? Sorry, I can't hear you.
Running around. Like,
But keep the ball. Make the pitch big, keep the ball. Retain possession. Just because you can maybe get it through 3 sticks to the attacker in the end zone doesn't mean we try it. It's about keeping possession until you open up that area to be able to make that pass. Yeah? Should we go from there then? Bibs in possession.
Where the ball is.
Pink ball. Nice ball. Well, lucky. There you go, Jack. Oh, head up.
Nice.
Lovely ball. Ball on in the corner over there. Oh, we've got one anyway.
Lucas, switch. No, let's switch.
Keep going, let's give the player on the ball some options, yeah? Nice, lovely. Great ball. Unlucky. Good hockey, kept the ball, didn't look to go forward at every opportunity. You're playing that as a long corner. Non-bid ball. Nice touch. Nice. How do we think that's gone? What do you mean by that?
And then as soon as they get
What,
it back,
in attack?
yeah, as soon as they get it back, they just send it to the post.
Okay, so what's the one thing that's changed from that exercise over there to here?
No pass.
So because there's become a goal, we now all of a sudden think, what was the aim of the session at the beginning? That I said. Exactly that. Just because we've introduced the goal doesn't mean that we change the principles of how we're trying to play the game. If we keep the ball, it's about moving it around, keeping the ball, and then finding that player in the end zone in a bit of space rather than trying to force and going direct every 2 seconds. So
I think what non-bibs have got an issue with, they're playing end zone,
stay in the middle.
traversing in end zone.
What does that do for the
It's
play?
easy to cut it off.
So it's movement. Even if you're in that end zone, doesn't mean you stay stationary. You can be a forward in a game running side to side for 10 minutes without receiving a ball. I know it's annoying, it's frustrating as a forward. So if you go back into that and just think about the theme of the session again and go back into retaining possession rather than going gung-ho, let's see how that plays out for the next couple of minutes, yeah?
Sean, you want one end zone?
23 minutes gone, Swaine.
Sorry?
23 minutes.
Oh, we've gone too long then.
Yeah, I'm free.
Yes.
Do I need to wrap it up?
Sorry.
Did you get that on camera?
Go on, Lee's your man!
No, but you can get it over.
What do we think? The non-bibs are doing quite well here.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Passing the ball.
But what about the movement do you think is quite nice?
It's like away from the players.
It is. Babes, what did we say we were going to try and do? I get it. So looking at this now, where do we think? Like, what do you think is working quite well then, in terms of positioning and in terms of depth of the pitch?
They're using like they're using wide and deeper.
Exactly that. This player here, or one of them, is always rotating into that pivot at the back so they can keep the ball really nicely. What do we not like about that? Okay. Can I bring you all in, please? Let's leave the balls, lads. Come on, come in again, I'm not scary. Come on in. All hiding behind the camera. Come in a bit, lads. Come on in. Come on. We're going to just wrap that up now. So, what were the objectives at the beginning of the session? What positions? Keeping the ball under pressure. What did we think when we moved from the exercise where it was just ball possession, where we introduced a new element to the game where there were goals? What do we think we lacked?
Composure.
What was that?
Composure.
What do you mean by that?
Just everything you do within that game, everything was focused around the goal rather than what we're actually trying to focus on, which was keeping the ball. Because your chances are you keep the ball, you've got to score more than you are giving it away every 2 seconds.
Yeah, so if we take it into it, how we'd apply that at the weekend, how many times on a weekend do we end up wanting to play a really, really, really big ball up the pitch rather than keeping it quite simple over 5-10 metres? And what happens when we play that big ball? It comes back. Comes back. So what I want us to take into the weekend is that ball possession under pressure, trusting one another, playing it into our players, and obviously through the principles that we had there of making space, posting up, making the pitch as big as possible. So, everyone all right with that? Yeah. Good session, lads. Cheers.